Welcome, everybody. If you can hear me, please comment in the chat. Hello, Mr. Campbell. Hello, Miss Hill. Hey, Jasmine. How y'all doing? Let me see. Let's get this thing on the road. Thank you all for tuning in to my live. If you can go ahead and just hit the like button, just wipe your feet when you come in. I wanted to first start off by announcing that we do have a sponsor for today's show. As many of you know, Mr. Campbell has the Wigs for Winners, and they are partnering with the American Cancer Society in providing $60,000 worth of wigs for women of color. And this month is actually Minority Health Month. I don't know if anybody was aware of that, but that's what this particular month is. And basically, I wanted to go ahead and open up the show just talking a little bit about National Minority Health before we get into the specifics of the show. So, National Minority Health Month, and basically this month was to build awareness about the disproportionate burden of premature death and illness in people from racial and ethnic minority groups. It encourages action through health education, early detection, and control of disease complications. A little background about the origin of National Minority Health Month was that in 1915 it was established of the National Negro Health Week by Booker T. Washington. So in 2002, the National Minority Health Month received support from the U.S. Congress with a resolution that basically this month is to promote educational efforts on health problems currently facing minorities and other health disparity populations. So once again, for the rest of the month, whenever I have a show, I'll be dropping just facts about National Minority Health Month and also talk a little bit more about the Wigs for Winners. So stay tuned for that. So let's go ahead and get to the bulk of the show. It's a special part two. I was just here on Tuesday, and since Tuesday, we've gotten not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 commits since Tuesday. The portal is jumping and it's hot like fish grease, and Jackson State is taking advantage of this 2-week window. And so basically what I wanted to do was go over all of the recruits that we've gotten since Tuesday and what I think going on from here. What do I think Jackson State will do with regards to other commits, what they might be looking for, and what they're building. And so let's get it started. We're going to start with Jaden Bossy. Jaden Bossy is from Mark Carmel High School in Chicago, Illinois. Now, I want everybody to take a look at all of these recruits and look at all of the various locations that they're from. So Jackson State is not just recruiting Mississippi. We are getting from all over. Of course, you know, Seven McGee was at Oregon. He's originally from New York. Jaden Bossy is from Chicago, Illinois. And then we'll talk about some of the other recruits that committed since Tuesday. And basically, they're from all over. So a little bit about Jaden Bossy. He is a junior Olympic winner. He competes in the 110 hurdles, and I had a chance to speak to him through just messaging, and he said that he runs a 4.4 in the 40. And thank you, Dwayne, for becoming a member. Thank you for subscribing and becoming a member. 2 recruits coming in from Mount Carmel. So everybody, let's look at the pattern here. A lot of our recruits are coming from schools that either there's somebody already there or somebody's been recruited there. So Jaden Bossy, 5'10", 180 pounds, wide receiver. He's fast. That's one of the main things that I gathered when watching him is, oh yeah, he's fast. You want speed, need for speed. That's what we need is Jaden Bossy. And so I am impressed with the level of recruits that we've been taking in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up a video of him competing. This is the hurdles, but as you can see, like he has speed, and that's important. So I'm going to go ahead and share that with you so we can look at his speed and what he's bringing to the table.
Let's go, Bossy. Let's go, Bossy. Let's go, Bossy. Let's go, Bossy.
He's up there at the front, and he's just tearing those down. He's actually Junior Olympics. That's how good he is. He's fast. He's him running fast. Possibly a two sport athlete, but he took first in the 60 hurdles, second in the 60 dash, third in long jump. So he's very athletic, very athletic. And then here's some more film. And this is a high school in Chicago, Illinois. So we're seeing that we're getting recruits from all over. We're getting recruits from all over. Let's go, Jaden! You see, he was able to knock that recruit off of him and go in for the touchdown. And another thing that I wanted to point out about these young recruits that we're taking from high school, because this batch, we did get some younger guys that are coming straight from high school. And the method to the madness is the grad transfers that were coming in, they were adding the experience and the depth. But in order to build a dynasty, you have to have young athletes in there to build and to grow. And so it's great to see Jaden Bossy commit to the Jackson State University. And I'm excited. I don't know about you, but I'm excited. Our next commit is Tristan Allen. Do you see what school he's coming from? LA Tech. Anybody in the chat know what commit we recently got from LA Tech during National Signing Day? Comment below in the chat if you know the name of the LA Tech commit that we got back in January, who's actually currently on the roster and was playing in the spring game. If you know it, go ahead and comment below. I'm going to wait to see if somebody gets it. I'll give you a hint. He plays at the linebacker position. There we go. Alan Walker. So this is Tristan Allen. And when he made his commitment, he actually said, I'm getting ready to come join my ex-teammate, Alan Walker, and come play and guard the yard. So I'm going to read a little bit about Tristan Allen. So he's always played on the D-line. He came to Tech as a defensive end outside linebacker, and he played that for 3 years. And then on the 4th year, he transitioned to defensive tackle. And he played that for 2 years. And then last year, he sat out because of an injury. So I'm going to go ahead and bring that up so we can go ahead and look at his stats about Tristan Allen. So 6'4", 263 pounds. His career stats was 6 sacks, 70 tackles, 2 forced fumbles, 2 block kicks. I'm excited. He's got experience, and it's great. They have a historical of him, so you can see like over time how he's grown older, gained weight, bulked up over time. In here, as a freshman, they had him as a linebacker, and then they switched him to defensive end, and then he went to the defensive line. So great pickup, because we just recently lost Humphrey to the transfer portal. He decided that he wasn't going to stay at Jackson State. We wish him well in all of his endeavors, but Jacob Humphrey decided, that was Big Boosie. That was number 98, if I remember correctly. He decided to enter the transfer portal. So we're bringing in Alan Walker, ex-teammate Tristan Allen, and he's going to have an immediate impact to the team. Great pickup. So let's go ahead and go to the next one. Oh, wait. We're going to take a small break and listen to some music. I actually have this video. It's an old video that Sonic Boom of the South placed on Instagram, and it said it was before the horseshoe. Make sure you guys take notice to, if it's before the horseshoe, what year is it? And then also take a look at the crowd. Comment below what year you think this particular video was taken. Did you see how many people were in there? Good Lord. Packed house. Way before a person could even be thought of. Was they even in the NFL at that point in time? Good Lord. Did you see how big that crowd was? Sold out crowd. Sold out crowd. So we're happy for Tristan Allen and what that experience that he brings. Next, we have Bryce Owens. He is a middle linebacker. He's coming in at 6 foot tall, 228 pounds. And this is homegrown talent. None of these great additions is going to help them beat FAMU. See, Mr. Campbell trying to start some mess today, but I'm not even going. I'm gonna let him have it. I'm gonna finish my show out before I become messy. I'm not even about to play with Mr. Campbell. All right, so the Raymond Rangers are actually a Mississippi school in Raymond, Mississippi. How far is Raymond from Jackson? It's like 30 minutes. It's right down the road. Homegrown talent. Mr. Bryce Owens from the SIP. So he's let's go ahead and take a look at some of his film that he has available. Mr. Bryce Owens. 25, 30 minutes max. I thought that. It's a hop, skip, and a jump. Yeah, tell Mr. Campbell do not start. When was the last time SCAMU beat JSU? Probably before this young man right here was born. FAMU hasn't beaten JSU since the era of 9/11. JSU wasn't even that good and beat them. Ignore him. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and ignore him. But what year? The shoe was added after I think 1980 something. What year was the shoe added? History of the Memorial Veterans Memorial. I'm gonna have to look that one up because I don't. Anybody in the comment know what year was the horseshoe added? Here we go. Now, if you ever want to know anything concerning Jackson State and history, Dr. McGinnis will let you know. It says the horseshoe was added with the final construction phase in 1981 that expanded the capacity to 62,500. Boom. There you go. And Mr. Ragsdale said Jaden is a very good player who played at one of the best programs in the state of Illinois. So Mount Carmel High School, as far as like their football athletics, in 2022, they actually won the state championship. In 2022, that was the last time that they won was 2022. They won the state championship for Illinois. So about Bryce, let me go ahead and pull up his stats so you guys can see what he is working with. It's got an ad on it, so I'm gonna let the ad run out, and then I'll go ahead and play the stats, his season highlights. $10 minutes. This is Bryce Owens. He is playing the linebacker position. And he is a homegrown hero. I'm going to be in the suite while they beat FAMU. I'm going to be talking all noise. So I like once again that we're mixing it up this little bit. So for this particular segment of the commits that we got, we have 3 high school commits, and then we have 2 grad transfers. That's a bet, Mr. Campbell. I'm going to hold you to it. So once again, the coaching staff definitely is mixing it up with the commits now. At first, we saw a lot of grad transfers coming in. There was a report out by Hero FCS, and they were talking about how Jackson State had 10 FBS, 2 FCS recruits so far. Next up, I'm really excited about Sebastian St Louis. That's a great name. I like that name. So he's a tight end, 6'5", 217 pounds. And he's coming from Boca Raton Community High School. This is a high school recruit that's 6'5" right now. So imagine what he's going to grow. He might be 6'7", 6'8" when it's all done. I think he's almost 6'6", but he's going to grow. And this is him training right here. Let me see if you guys can see this training that he's doing. He's training hard, and this is what we're getting as he's coming out of high school. He's only going to grow, and wait until Coach Beef gets a hold of him. Imagine that. He's going to bulk up and add some more weight to that frame. Great pickup. Yeah, I was thinking that in the Florida area. So he's training hard. So that means he's not scared of weightlifting. No stranger to working hard. So I'm going to see if I can find him, find some film. But when I tell you he trains really, really hard, he's always training. And I did find his film highlights at tight end. So we can go ahead and take a look at those highlights. Great. We getting some dogs in here. There's so much talent available. We're not in competition with anybody because you can't compete where you don't compare. And so he'll be added to our tight end room, which includes Jency Riley and Hayden Hagler. I'm trying to see, do we have another tight end? As you may know, the Jackson State, the new football roster has been added to the university website. So you can go ahead and take a look. They haven't added their pictures yet, but as far as like their names, school they came from, that's all available on the website. So there's no need to ask any questions about where somebody is. If you want to know where someone is, look on the website. If their name is not on the website, they're not there. We also have Chase Ward He plays tight end as well. And then we have DJ Stevens. So we have DJ Stevens, Jency Riley, Jace Ward, and Hayden Hagler. And that's great. Everybody's between 6'4" and 6'3". Now, some of these players could have added some inches since they've been in college because, as we know, they're still growing. So we have Chase World, Jency Riley, DJ Stevens, Hayden Hagler, and now we are adding to the tight end room Sebastian St. Louis. One thing that's so important, our coach Maurice Harris, he was responsible for getting Evan Ingram drafted from Ole Miss as a first rounder, and that was a tight end. So he knows what he's doing. As far as what he's looking for offensively, he knows what he's doing. Great pickup. This was one that came in last minute. I was finished. I had to rush back and do a video, or clip all this stuff for Matt, which I've been rooting for Matt to come on board since January. When I was looking back at the highlights, I was like, oh, okay, I was already saying stuff about him. Let's take a look at Matt Knoll and his kicking game.
Gets a good line drive, spiraling punt down to the Lincoln 30-yard line. Takes a good bounce, and it's going to go down inside the Lions 15 to around the 12-yard line. Terrific punt. Matt Knoll in the punt again for the Hornets. He's an all-MEAC.
I was trying to clip it, but I wasn't able to, which is Rob J saying, we got some kickers, coach. We got some kickers, coach. Like, I really wanted to play that right there because it's so fitting to be able to say that we have some kickers. Like, huge pickup. This is our punter. Let me tell you a little bit about Matt Knoll and why our special teams this year, like, never mind the fact that the defense has shown dominance. Our special teams is really what's going to set it up. If the punter is able to pin our opposing team down in the red zone area between the 20-yard and 1-yard line, imagine having to get back from that against Jackson State defense. You're not going to be able to come back from that. You might get one first down, but you're not getting ready to get a second one. Take a look at this kick as well. When I tell you we have some kickers, he is MEAC first team. He also was in the running to be kicker of the year in the FCS. I mean, that's a talented kicker, very talented kicker. Very impressed with. I've been saying it. I've been predicting. I'm like, I know we're gonna go after Matt Knoll. I know we're gonna go after Matt Knoll. And if you guys can guess which, comment in the chat, which student athlete do we currently have on our roster from Delaware State who more than likely had a hand in recruiting him? Anybody want to take a guess? I'm almost willing to bet that he was able to help with the recruiting. Let's play this one too. Let me make sure it's. Woo-wee. Wow. When I say the kicking game is going to be out of this world, Anybody who watched the Celebration Bowl, you'll know that one of our biggest arch nemesis was, of course, the special teams and the kicking game. Like, South Carolina State's kicker was able to pin us in the red zone almost every single time, and that really affected us because, of course, you instead of trying to go half a field, you're having to go the whole field. And then us not being able to kick them all the way down the field also hurt us. You can't get them all the way down there. So this right here, yeah, that's what we needed. It's almost like a super team for the special teams, I think. And let me read his stats out to you. He's a grad transfer, 2 years starting experience, 2 years eligibility remaining, HBCU All-American, 2-time All-American, or excuse me, 2-time All-Conference. He has an average punting of 42.82 yards, 15 punts, punt-ins 20, 15 punts of 60 plus, 6 of 11 games with at least one 60 plus yard ball. Amazing. So that was our 5th recruit that we got this evening. And yes, you guys are right. Esaias Guthrie, or Esaias. Unbelievable. So what are y'all thoughts on the recruiting? Younger commits this round, possible versatile commits that can play linebacker and on that defensive line. The grad transfers are used as a plug and play. The younger athletes are to build a dynasty. I'm wondering who's next. We still don't have a running back yet. Where do y'all think that running back is going to come from? I'm going to put in my guesstimates on where there's a possibility that we might get some incoming recruits. I'm not going to say for certain, but I will say that if we do get them, they are a huge pickup for Jackson State University. And that's just, I haven't seen any Jackson State offers yet, but huge pickups if we're able to snab these 2 recruits right here. Let me pull that up so you can see it. Hey, Mr. Moore. Oh, Southern is in here. Southern. Oh, Whitley, y'all be on it. Me and you, we think alike. When I tell you we think alike, we think alike. Let's go ahead and look at him. His name is DayDay Hunter. I don't know what that donut is for, unless his nickname is Donut. He attended Liberty University. So he says, first, I want to thank my Lord and Savior for blessing me with the talents and health to be able to continue to play this game. I want to say thank you to Liberty for an amazing season. I'm grateful for the relationships I've made with the coaches and Flames. With that being said, I'll be entering the portal as a graduate transfer for my final year of eligibility. So, Mr. Hunter used to play for the offensive coordinator, Maurice Harris. That's like he would know the offensive scheme that Maurice Harris already has implemented at Liberty. I'm sure it's going to be similar. Let's go ahead and take a look at a couple. Let's take a look at a couple clips of him. I'm just putting it out there. I'm not saying that he's going to come to Jackson State, but what I'm saying is I think he will.
Preseason selection at punter,
as
he was dominant in the conference. Knoll gets a good line.
Total for the game, and DayDay Hunter. He has space. He goes up the middle. Punter gets away from the 2. And a handoff running behind him. First down, Hunter. Breaking across the 15-yard line. Still going inside the 10.
Motor.
He cannot be taken down by just a single Cougar.
Bennett pump fake. He's looking that way. Doesn't see it develop. Now goes back across his body. Somehow Hunter catches it. Across the 20. Comes it over the 10. Makes another man miss. Driving inside the 5. No. That's finally blown down at the 3-yard line. How did he catch that?
Oh my goodness. Terrific hire right now. Hands a broken tackle again. And DayDay Hunter has one man to beat.
Woo!
DayDay Hunter, end zone Hunter, touchdown Liberty.
Man, he's that guy. He's definitely that guy. What?
That ball dribbled back. DayDay gets it off the right side, and he is gone to pay dirt.
Woo-wee. Man, Coach Maurice Harris, do your work. Look at that. Did he just run right next to the end zone? Good Lord.
Used to roll as we approach the 7-minute mark.
Let me stop. Okay, we need to stop looking at him because that's how he's so woo-wee. That is a bad man, boy. Let's see. Has he got any offers? He just went into the portal, or he just announced on Monday. So we shall see, but after the exit, so this is someone, okay, so if you're just now tuning in, this is DayDay Hunter, and DayDay Hunter is a running back that is a graduate transfer from Liberty University. And as many of you know, Coach Maurice Harris is the former offensive coordinator of Liberty University. So we haven't offered him. I don't know if they're in talks. I don't know what's going down. But what I'm saying is we just lost Savion Wilkerson to the portal. We do have JD Martin on the team. Let's go ahead and look at the current roster. We also just recently lost Donovan Hunt. Just went to the portal. I want to say, when did he go to the portal? Was it yesterday? I want to say that yesterday, Donovan Hunt went to the portal. So we've had a couple of players enter into the portal. So here's our current running back room. And this is the 2023 Jackson State roster. It's available on the Jackson State website. So if you're wondering, well, I haven't seen this person and this, that, and the third, look on the website. If you don't see their name on the website, that means they're not on the team. Hey, how you doing? Does anybody know why we lost Savion? I almost cried when I saw that. So we don't know the reason, but we wish Savion the best. Liberty had a high-powered offense under Hugh Freeze. I see Maurice Harris bringing those looks to Jackson State. Right. And that's huge. And then Ms. Whitley says Shedro Lewis from Liberty got an offer, though he's a wide receiver running back. So we might take a look at Shedro Lewis's film. But let's go ahead and look at our current running back room. We have J.D. Martin, Desmond Moultrie, and as you know, they did well in the spring game. We have Irv Mulligan, who is from Wofford, and he is a highly touted recruit. And his teammate actually committed to Jackson State from Wofford this past week. And so then Donovan Hunt is one of them that went into the portal. We have Reginald Swinton that's still on the roster as running back. Jecamiah Walker is at running back, and Amari Matthews is at running back. So we actually have quite a few running backs available. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 6 running backs right now. So let's go ahead and look at Shedro. If either Liberty player was starting, it would make no sense for them to transfer to JSU or any FCS program. I don't know. Coaching relationships matter. And maybe he is already committed to somebody or already has a place because he doesn't have any that I saw. He doesn't have any thank you for an offer, blah, 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 blah. I haven't seen that. Let's go ahead and take a look at the actual Liberty player that we did offer. His name, thank you, Whitley, is Shedro Lewis. And he announced on the 18th that he was blessed to receive an offer from Jackson State University. And we can go ahead and take a look at him. And he's got some nice film as well. So after seeing Shedro's film and then after seeing the last player's film, you're going to kind of get a feel on the difference in the offensive scheme that we'll be looking at that will be implemented at Jackson State. That's why you're going to see the offensive line is also going to look different than what it did during the previous regime, where it was more focused on pass blocking. The run block was absolutely abysmal. The year before last, it was terrible. It got a little bit better, but not much. So, because they were focused on the air raid and the pass blocking. Let's go ahead and take a look. I mean, Malik Willis was underneath the offensive coordinator, Maurice Harris, and he was drafted in the 3rd round, and that was as early as 2022. I want to say Malik Willis was drafted. And I just want to also make it clear that FBS to FCS transfers, Jackson State has gotten 10. So please don't sleep on coaching relationships. I mean, yeah, that way. And he's running routes too. Punt returner. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Looks pretty good to me. And he runs fast. Yeah, we need something like that in addition to what we already have. I'm excited. So he was offered by Jackson State on the 18th. So I guess this is one of those stay tuned type of things. I'm hoping that if we get Shedro or we get the other young man, those are two awesome recruits. Either one of them, just to add. Now, yeah, and that's the silence of it. I like it. Being silent, love it. Now I want to switch a little bit to our basketball. Because yesterday we had a recruit for Coach Tamika Reed, and it's not been, it's been kind of quiet from Coach Mo Williams and Coach Tamika Reed. Coach Mo, I think he has 2 commits so far, and then Coach Reed, of course, she, everybody was kind of quiet. Like, is she gonna go to Memphis? What's going on with Coach Reed? Where is she at? Why is she not, So it was kind of quiet there for a little bit. Her Twitter did get hacked, and then she was able to recover it. So that was good. But I just wanted to update you on the commit that we got. Her name is Maya Pratcher. And as you know, like, we are in a rebuild year for Jackson State University. Even in our rebuild years, we've been able to get regular season champs. So we've been regular season champs for 3 years in a row. We did come up short in the tournament this past season, but this is a big pickup just because we're trying to replace some of those recruits that have left. Yeah, and Coach Reed, she said, I'm going to pull up what she said because she was like, got him. 2 of 2. And I was like, Coach, give me a hint or something. Like, just give me a hint in the inbox, a name or something. And to which she said, program changers. So if it's one thing that Coach Reed knows how to do, she knows how to recruit. She knows what she's looking for and what she needs. And that's correct, Miss Jackson. Malik Willis was drafted. Oh, was it 3rd round? 3rd round, 2022 out of Liberty. Yes. And then the first rounder that Coach Maurice Harris had was Evan Ingram. JSU doesn't rebuild, we reload. So her name is Maya Pratcher. She's a forward. She's 6'1". She's out of Whitehaven High School. That was where she graduated high school from. And then she was committed to Auburn. And a little bit about Miss Pratcher. She was the 4th ranked overall prospect out of the state of Tennessee in 2022. So she's a phenomenal basketball player. Of course, with being a freshman and going to Auburn, a lot of times when you go to the Power Fives as a freshman, a lot of times they have limited play. And so she decided to transfer. But let's take a look at some of her film, or at least a little making a block. Let me see if I can pull that up for you. Aubrey and Ahmad's high school. Yeah, so we're getting a lot of recruits from there. So Ahmad would have still been going, probably went to high school with her, could have been in the same classes. Let's go ahead and pull that up so we can take a look. She's been reeling them in. So this is her blocking. And so someone who doesn't mind going see ball, get ball, that's the type of intensity that Jackson State women's basketball needs, is that level of intensity. to make sure that we're able to win the SWAC again and this time go to the NCAA tournament. Like, that's going to be important for us. So I definitely want to see us do a repeat, of the regular season champs. Let me go ahead and read her stats. So she didn't get much playing time. She only played in against, let's see, limited playing time, 10 minutes, 2.1 rebounds. Free throws was roughly 66.7%. I probably would be better off looking at Maya Pratcher's stats from actually Whitehaven, just because when you get limited playing time, you're not able to get a full, let's see. Now, this one says, okay, I found some film on her. So she has 2 steals and some game highlights that we can look at on her page. That way you can get a better feel for her, because in Auburn, she wasn't getting that much playing time. So it's kind of fruitless for me to play those types of stats because she wasn't playing that much. Let me see what this says. Oh, it doesn't. It's just music. This is her huddle. Let me see. So that huddle didn't really show her exclusive stats, but she was ranked 4th out of the 4th ranked prospect out of Tennessee. I just think her highlights aren't showing how good she is as far as her stats. I was disappointed in our athletic leadership that they would even consider that. We may as well drop guard the large slogan. Okay, Whitehaven is where Maurice Harris coached high school football. Yes, that is correct. How many years of eligibility? She has 4. I was so disappointed. Okay, so let's talk about that. Let's talk about it. Because I was very vocal on the Twitter with regards to this and how I feel about it. And if you want to call in, let me go ahead and drop that. Anybody want to share their thoughts about it? Let's talk about it. Auburn hired a new coach before last season, and so some of the people just got lost in the new shuffle and rotation. Okay, that could explain it. Well, that's what happens when you bring in a new coach. The coach wants to bring in their players. It happens all the time. Let's go ahead and talk about it. It's the elephant in the room. I'm going to share my thoughts on it. I'm going to keep it real cute and cordial. I'm not going to be messy. So, the first statement, after actually doing my research, number one, this is kind of like middle school high school recruits. So these camps are open. Like, it's really hard for you to see, and for some reason they didn't actually put it on the flyer that Coach Prime had. But this camp is for 9th through 12th grade. Camps are open to any, all, limited only by numbers, age, grade level, or gender. This camp is for 9th through 12th grade. Okay, so it's 9th through 12th graders. Okay. So the first thing that I took out of this is the difference in the flyer. Who you think flyer came out first? Just looking at it, it looks like his Coach Prime had his come out first, the flyer. But this is what I took from it. Has anybody ever been to a club where it's like, if it's your birthday, inbox me, I'm going to put your name on the flyer? So basically, this is Prairie View's camp. It's Prairie View's camp. It's on Prairie View's campus, and it's their camp. But they're using, I don't know whose pitch it was. Hey, why don't you have me on this camp? So the question is, are all of these different schools that are on there, are they just sending a representative to the camp, like a coach to go look at the 9th through 12th graders? If it's that, then okay. I can get with that, I guess. For me, it's kind of like, I don't understand why you would say you elevate it and then you move and try to be back in HBCU circles, unless the reason why is because you're not getting no playtime elsewhere, which means you recruit a 5-star, nobody cares. Why? Because you're a Power 5. That's what you're supposed to do. I'm not hating. I'm just speaking facts. Nobody cares about a 5-star going to a Power 5. That's what they're supposed to do. So you're not going to get the amount of airwaves. So that's the only thing I can take from it. And he is in the Texas area, and maybe having a camp in Boulder where there's no airport, maybe that's too hard for people to get there. But yeah, it didn't say that it was 9th through 12th graders. So of course, obviously, I was like, I was upset until I actually read the flyer. It's 9th through 12th graders. And it's kind of like when scouts go to a practice and they look at you. That's kind of like what this is going to be. They're going to send a scout to go see what type of talent there is. And also, I don't even know if these different teams that are on here, are they just invitees, which means I spoke to a representative in your school and I've invited you to come to the camp and you've agreed to come to the camp, or you've agreed to have some type of representation at the camp. That's what I took it to mean. It's not deep. It's just all the stuff that we've had to go through. Why are you even doing that? And on top of that, Prairie View, let's go look at Prairie View's facilities. Because I don't know about you, but if I am a recruit and I see Prairie View's facilities and I know I don't have to be in the cold, I'm picking that. Y'all aren't picking that. I would pick that any day over being in the cold and the snow. I'm still in Texas. I'm still around I'm still around my family. I can go home on the weekend. I just don't think that Prairie View needs a representative from another school to place it like they're headlining it for the benefit of Prairie View. Prairie View can sell itself. 8 breakout rooms, coaches' dressing room, equipment and laundry space, women and men's track locker rooms, soccer home locker room, official locker rooms, football administrative space, including 11 offices, conference room, 2 large team meeting rooms, director's office, 2 assistant offices, 10 other sports offices. Good Lord. It costs $42 million. That's their football stadium and their athletic field house. You don't need anybody to sell your program. Your program sells itself. And of course, it's a beautiful. Like, I would not need anybody to help me recruit because my facilities, the fact that the problem that they utilize when they say, oh, HBCUs, they look like X, Y, and Z. Well, that's not an issue at Prairie View. Like, that's not what you're going to say, like, oh, their facilities aren't up to par. Not Prairie View's. Prairie View has beautiful facilities. Oh, I'm sorry. I got a whole bunch of people upstage. Come on up.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how you guys doing? I'm sorry. I'm not even paying attention. I'm just over here looking at these Prairie View facilities like, dang, y'all don't need no help. Y'all facilities.
They really don't need no help.
They're very nice. Let me.
They need to get.
What's up, SheLovesThee?
Hey, how you doing?
This Bakari. This is my other name. You've been on my panel, but you came to my room before. But this is Bakari. But anyway, I'm gonna just say this, and I'm gonna just listen offline. What I see this, and I'm just my mindset. It's deeper than it being for me. It's deeper than it being for 9th through 12th grade. It almost like black men, and I'm gonna try and say it as right as possible. Black folk buying down to white power. The other coach left Jackson State and went to Colorado because that's what he wanted to be around those people. Now he can come back. Bubba McDowell played in the NFL, and so now they are saying HBC, y'all can't do nothing without Dion, right? But without white folks' help, because they can say Dion, but that's Colorado. That's Colorado, and Dion is the front man. He's the flunky for them. So that's why they're there. And it's not, and yeah, it's on Prairie View. Prairie View. Why invite people? Why the only thing he did since he left Jackson State would be extremely disrespectful to HBCUs, not just Jackson State, where he coached, who gave him his opportunity. So then I look at why would Jackson want to be involved with something like, sometimes you have to get to a point where say, I can disassociate myself with these people or that person, because dealing with not, sometimes you just have to say no. And in all honesty, I just see that as a sign of weakness for whoever made that decision, especially for Jackson State. And I'm just being honest.
Oh, did his thing cut off?
I think it cut off.
Okay, well, hopefully he'll come back. But my point was just this. You know what? Use it to your advantage. Show these young men your facilities. But Prairie View, come on now. There's no way that you have these type of facilities, $42 million worth of facilities, and you can't, there's, you know what it is? Prairie View needs to up their social media content. You have to show these student athletes, the 9th through 12th graders, they're on TikTok, they're on Instagram, they're on Twitter. You need to show the kids what you have to offer. There's, I'll say this, at this point in time, HBCUs do not need Dion to be in the spotlight. Dion will leech to HBCUs to get more spotlight, because and the reason why I say that is because when he does stuff in Colorado, it doesn't stay in the cycle for very long and everybody just moves on. We go on to the next.
Say it again for the people in the back.
Like, I don't like the flyer either, because it's like, look at me, I'm Coach Prime, I'm coming to Prairie View. If it's Prairie View's camp, then it needs to be Prairie View's camp. Not, it's, you know, it has him bigger than what the camp is, which is Bubba McDowell, right? So that's how it's already being spinned a certain way. But you know what? And I didn't have enough time to do it, which I could have done it and be petty, which is these flyers. It's kind of like when someone has a birthday, there's 10 people that have a birthday, and you put each of their photo on different flyers equally as big. So it would be the same thing as if I said Prairie View A&M Mega Camp with Coach TC Taylor, and then put Coach TC Taylor's big picture right there and put all the information. That's basically what I took it to mean, like what it is.
That would be super petty.
But yeah, it would be petty, but I didn't know if he was actually going to be a part of it, or, you know, but nevertheless, that's not helping HBCUs. Prairie View does not need any help. Have you seen these facilities? So you have these facilities, then you have the weather. The weather should be a huge get right there. Texas weather it's really, really hot, really, really hot in Texas, but we're saying like overall, you're not going to have like 10 feet of snow.
No, you ain't gonna have 10 feet of snow, but you'll get to a big ass freeze when you in certain months. But nah, I'm gonna say it like this. Like I said, like use this to your advantage. That's what I see. That's how I see it. Use this to your advantage. I mean, for those kids that's gonna be down there 9 through 12, especially those juniors and seniors that's gonna be that's looking for those offers.
Yep.
I would tell Jackson State, you're in this camp, use this camp for your advantage. Forget what anybody else say. You know, you don't. It's all about, you know, it's all about the kids. And
right.
the way I see with this flyer,
it's 9th to 12th graders, so I'm not going to hold too much weight into it, because it's 9th to 12th graders. We don't have to hold that much weight into the 9th to 12th graders, although it is like a symbolic gesture and the situation itself has other implications. The fact that it's 9th to 12th graders, I'm not going to hold that much weight into it. At first I was like, this is not a good idea. Now Jackson State is added on there. Still not a good idea. But I think for Prairie View needs to focus on everything great that they have, which is $42 million facility, absolute top of the line. And you don't necessarily have to say, well, we're going against Texas A&M and UT Austin. There are so many recruits out there that there's enough for everybody.
Man, but see, here you said you're going up against Texas A&M. Texas A&M is their apparent school. Prairie View got written into our state constitution, which provides that one black institution gets pretty much almost the same or equal amount of funding from the two white, Caucasian schools in Texas A&M and University of Texas, that school in downtown Austin. But
right. And I mean, at the end of the day, Prairie View has to focus on what they have, which is number one, you have HBCU culture. Along with having HBCU culture, you have top of the line facilities, bar none. Prairie View A&M and Alabama State have some of the best facilities in the HBCU realm. So why are we not seeing content? You could just do a swipe over of your facilities for 15 seconds with some type of music over it, and they'll be like, dang, that's what it looks like at Prairie View. Like, you have to basically promote what you have, and you don't need anybody from an outside place to do that. And I think it's like the campus like $45. You just make fetch happen. There's no reason whatsoever. If that's what you guys want to do, that's what you guys want to do. As far as them adding those particular schools, is it going to be the head coach, or is it going to be like scouting where they send some people there to participate with the 12th graders and the 11th graders?
I wouldn't know. I mean, I think it'll be the cultural staff be there too, but also, man, I'm gonna say it like this. I know we pro Jackson State on here because this is your channel right here, and we can, you gonna keep it, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna keep it a buck with J State all day, every day. But for Prairie View, this should be the best look that you should get. You should use this to your advantage to get those fans, to get those players, to get they parents, their grandparents, uncles, aunties to come out there, especially when the fall comes for football, to attend those games, to get people in the stands. I will use this to my advantage. I will use this I will milk this for everything that is worth. To try to make sure to get my institution, you know what I'm saying, in that spotlight, and to get the butts in the seat too. Because, I'm gonna tell you like this: Prairie View ain't known for getting folks in the stands except for at 3 games. It's the Labor Day Classic, the State Fair Classic, and Homecoming. That's all they care about. So
it'll just basically be like scouts. So the schools that are going there, they're like scouts. That's it. Mm-hmm. I just see how some things can be played with regard to like filming and stuff like that. Like, for instance, I'll give you a prime example. Some girls from Jackson State, they were trainers and they're still attending Jackson State. They went up to Colorado to just visit, and they kind of used them by taking pictures and making it seem like it was nefarious or like.
Oh, come on. Come on. You got to look at it both ways. Mm-hmm. Even though they went up there, they also got a chance to learn some new stuff. And one of the girls even mentioned it. Everything she learned, she taking it back to Jackson.
Now listen, what's wrong with that? The person who is there, Lauren. What is it that Lauren learned in the last 2 months that she hasn't already shown them girls? She told them.
It's all one thing you have to understand when it comes to athletic training, it's always something new that you can learn. There's always something new.
New legs that quickly. Come on.
No, it's not just about wrapping legs. It's not just about that, Timona. It's not just about that. It's a lot to it. Trust me, you're talking to somebody that deals with this.
We're not talking about what they learned. We're talking about how the certain platforms utilize the girls. If you looked at the platform, it was Jackson State and Colorado, one big family. Look at us.
But you get the whole story. If you actually watch it, you get the whole story, and you have an understanding of what the girls are doing. And then they still friends with the girls that go to Colorado now.
I didn't say there was anything wrong with them going. What I said was the people that were there that were utilizing the camera and taping it and then putting it out into the airwaves to try to get clicks and views, they used it in a nefarious way. I didn't say them going to visit, they shouldn't have done it. What I said is it was used against to slight Jackson State, to be like, hey,
look, I understand you, but you got to take the feelings up out of it and look at the big picture. Even with this mega camp, you got to look at the big picture.
And then my thing is this: what did they learn? They had like a cryogenic.
Oh my God!
I'm just asking, what did they learn? Because they're not going to have a cryogenic ice cycle or something like that at Jackson State.
But it's not even just about. It's a lot of other stuff that they could take, because she ain't gonna just sit there and say that for nothing, that she can't take that with her. She's learned something new, and she could take that with her to help Jackson State at least, because that was she said.
Listen,
that's what she said. So you calling her a liar? Because
I didn't call her a liar.
I'm just saying.
Listen, I'm not attacking the student at all.
No, I know you're not attacking the student.
Listen to what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the students were used, meaning not that they weren't there with their friends, not that they weren't there for spring break. What I was saying is the students were used.
All right. Let me reverse that. You know, in this world, people get used, but do you use them back?
No, we don't need to use Colorado. We're Jackson State. We don't need them for anything. Stop that.
So what?
There is not one thing that Jackson State needs from Colorado. There's not one thing. We don't need publicity. We don't need trainers. We don't need coaches. There's nothing that Jackson State needs from Colorado at all. You know what Colorado needs from Jackson State?
You letting your feelings interfere with the big picture. You letting your feelings interfere with the big picture.
Do you want to look at what the interactions are for social media and who's number?
You shouldn't even care about. You shouldn't even care about that, because Jackson State gonna have their interaction. Colorado gonna have their interaction. Colorado's over here. Jackson State is over here. You shouldn't even care about that.
Right, and you shouldn't even care about us learning something from somebody that they haven't even played a football game. What can we learn from them?
Oh my God! Look, I understand. Look, this is something I do. This is something I do. And one thing, even with coaching, you can never stop learning.
What is it that they're going to learn? These coaches were just at Jackson State. So what are we learning new?
Forget what you can learn from the coach. Let's talk about the training aspect. It's all kind of stuff that you can learn new. You can always learn something new. Always. It's always good to learn something new.
That is kind of true, though.
There's nothing true about that.
How is nothing true? How is nothing true?
Why? Because we don't need to learn from them.
That's why I said you letting your feelings get involved. You letting your feelings get involved.
I'm not. I'm going to show you some facts. This is Jalen Watson. He's the director of sports performance at Jackson State University in Jackson, Mississippi. At 26 years old, Watson is one of the youngest head strength. You
don't even got to read me all that. That's great. That is great.
I'm showing you how we're learning. You know where Jalen Watson was at? Texas Tech. So why am I trying to learn from a 1-11 team whoever was training them, they wasn't doing a good job. And
it don't matter. Look, it don't matter if
used to be at Jackson State.
Look, training has no record. Training don't have a record. Training don't have a record. You come out 0-11 or 1-11. Trainers do not have a record. Trainers are all about making sure the athlete has everything they need when it comes to injuries and all.
Let's talk about Jalen Watson from Texas Tech. Let's talk about what experience and what changes he brings to the Jackson State strength and conditioning. Jalen Watson was named director of sports performance in February 2023. Watson spent the 2022 season at Texas Tech, where the Raiders won 8 games and finished the season with a
you ain't got to read me all that. You ain't got to read me all that.
A win over
I got a question for you.
A win.
I got a question for you.
Wait,
you don't got to read me all that. I get all that. I already know about him. He got a great track record, good track record.
No, but I just wanted to talk about where he graduated from. He graduated with a degree in
get
science.
that. I read that before. I read his track record. Love it. It's great.
The National Strength and Conditioning Association.
Great.
He was a member of the 2016 Mountain West Championship team and played in 3 bowl games. So why would we need to learn from a team that the coaches that were already there were at Jackson State, number 1, and then the team that they went to was one of 11. Y'all can't teach us
you keep on dismissing the big picture every time. Forget the records. Forget records. Strength and condition have no record. Strength and condition don't go out on the field. Trainers do not go out on the field and run no football. You should never worry about. Look, all right. Will you have a problem with Jalen being friends with the strength coach at Colorado? Would you have a problem with that?
He doesn't need to be. That's our link. We have a link. Jalen Watson's link is Texas Tech.
Listen. All strength, like all coaches, just like all coaches. I'm gonna tell you this right now because I know this. Just like all coaches know each other, all strength coaches know each other. Because at the end of the day, it's all about networking. It's all about networking. So everybody know each other. So if he can learn something from the strength coach from Colorado or LSU or any other school, he gonna do that.
Was at Jackson State. What are you talking about?
Just because you at Jackson State don't mean you don't need to stop learning.
No, what I'm saying is Coach Mo was at Jackson State.
I understand that.
Jackson State.
But,
so what are you training? What extra training have you learned in a month? Because you ain't been there that long. I'm just saying.
Somebody could show you something that you never did. It happened.
They haven't.
They could all network. They could all talk. What's wrong with that?
I just want to know, why are you so obsessed with Jackson State continuing a relationship with Colorado staff? Do you think Hugh Freeze does that?
So I got a question, another question. So you have a problem with TC and Coach Prime being friends? Do you have a problem with that?
I didn't say that. I asked you a question.
That's how you acting.
No, that's not. I asked you a question.
All right, I'm listening.
Answer it.
All right, I answer. Okay. Go ahead, ask me that question again.
So once again, the coaches that were at Jackson State are now in Colorado. What are they bringing new to Jackson State? What training are they doing that they weren't already doing at Jackson State that they're going to teach these 2 young girls because they're just students? What are they teaching them in that week that they're going to be able to bring back?
It's all kind of stuff that you can learn as trainers. All kind of stuff.
What did they learn in a week? They learned a different way to wrap the ankle that they didn't already know how to do under Lauren. Did she learn a different way to wrap it in a week? Come on now.
See, you've been too simplified. This because you got your issues.
I'm asking. I don't have any issues. I'm just asking you.
But I don't look. You don't have to ask her what did she learn, and that what she gonna bring back, because the girl sit there and said it. Oh, I learned something new, and I feel like I could bring it to Jackson State to help improve the add to what I already learned,
which is
elevate Jackson State training staff. So I don't see a problem with that. That's not a big deal. It shouldn't be a big deal.
So what's wrong with? Why do we have to though? If we have Texas Tech and we have a Texas Tech strength and conditioning and
trainers are 2 different things.
No, but what I'm saying is, why are we not pulling from the new coaches from their friendships and relationships and coaching trees that they have in place?
Because I'm gonna tell you this, because Coach McGuire had just got there last season.
Yeah, wouldn't Coach Beef would just stay in contact with Texas Tech and use his relationships. Maurice Harris would use his relationships. All of these different coaches that come on, they don't have to continue that relationship.
So you're telling them girls not to use their relationships to do what they did. You telling them girls not to do that?
I didn't tell the girls to do anything. All
I'm
I
just
said
saying.
was,
Are you saying them girls should not use their connect?
Did you just hear me say that? First of all, they're just students. That's number
Mm-hmm.
one.
So
they're not the coaching staff. So that's number one.
Mm-hmm. So you don't want them girls to use their networking.
And I'm gonna let Mr. Bakari speak for a little bit.
Can I say something right quick? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. It sounds like it doesn't make a difference what is said. This guy, whoever this is, I don't know him, but it sounds like
Coach Green. Coach Green.
Okay, Coach Green. It sounds like, you don't let nobody just crap on you. Man, I don't understand. Look, I don't understand black men mentality. This dude has done everything in his power to insult Jackson State, to insult HBCUs, and black people is just supposed to be okay and say, well, I can still learn something from him, boss. Hell no. Eventually, you're going to have to stand up and learn to do something on your own, or you're going to stay in the same damn position that you're in. Now, you sound like you are a diehard Deion Sanders fan.
That's what's wrong with you right there. Now you don't accuse me.
I said what it sounds like.
You can't accuse me of something like that.
I ain't accusing you of nothing.
You are. You just put it out there. You put it out on this space.
But to sit and try to insinuate. No, you ain't insinuating. To say that black people, we should be happy. Basically what you're saying. Those schools
you putting words in my mouth again.
No,
don't put words in my mouth.
I heard what you said.
No, just because you heard what I said, you can't assume what I was talking about.
And everything should be okay. And what SheLovesThee was talking about was how those students were used at Colorado. And the only thing you can say is because you obviously guarding their yard, because the only thing you can say
I ain't guarding nobody, yo.
Because the only thing you can say is
Russ Stipe all day long. Russ College all day long. That's
you use them back. Use them back. No, they were used. They were used. A certain university put stuff on social media, Jackson State and Colorado, as if that is something. No, what they have done, what he did, the head coach there, eventually black people going to have to say, I'm going to disassociate myself with that. TC and Deion being friends, I don't know if they're friends or not. I don't care. But it's bigger than TC, and this flyer and this event is bigger than the 9th and 12th graders and bigger than the coaches. You looking at the surface. You have to.
So I'm gonna ask you this question. I'm gonna ask you this question.
Ability to see the whole picture. You don't see the whole picture. You see the surface. It's bigger.
I'm gonna ask you this question. Because you sitting there talking about all this and then trying to accuse me of stuff. This is what I'm looking at. Them students use their connections to go over there to Colorado. Do you have a problem with what them students did?
No.
Do you have a problem with it?
Talking about the students, but no.
No, that's me and Tomano was talking about. Do you have a problem with what they did?
That's not what we were talking about.
He said how
all
the
I said is they were
university
used.
used those students.
And I said them students use their connections.
Lord, I don't know.
They were there for a week. How long? How long has been to Jackson State? For weeks, 2 years.
Do you have a problem with the students did?
That ain't what I asked. Because you said you used. Because I heard you also said they was learning. What did they learn in a week?
It's a lot of stuff you can learn in a week, dog. It's a lot of stuff you can learn in a week. I've been to plenty of coaches clinics. It's a lot you can learn in a week now. I've been to plenty of coaching clinics now.
She should have been teaching them that while she was there. Whoever Lauren.
But it's always something, athletic training is always innovating. There's a lot of changes that constantly happen that you got to understand about it. Something always get added new every day. Every day. This is athletic training we talking about.
This is about people. This is about black people. It's way bigger than the universities. And if we don't see what's going on here, how the one dude done already bowed down, who came up and gave a great speech. I'm here for my people, here for my culture. Then he quit. Then turn around and get mad at people from transferring from his school, talking about they quit on the team. Like he didn't quit on the university.
He did that.
Like
he did the same thing at Jackson, though.
Let's
Like
switch
He did
up
the same thing at Jackson.
Right. So
he did the same thing at Jackson.
Hey, let's switch
I don't know how to make the whole thing. Like I don't know how to do it.
Now, hey, tomorrow, if you need me to be quiet, I'll be quiet. If you need me to be quiet.
You know what? I'm so glad you're on the chat because we need to here. Let's change the subject. Let's talk about this. What they gonna do? Let's talk about these Easter eggs that Southern got. That they keep
hey, you know what? I don't like you, Tavon. I don't like you, Tavon. I don't like you, Tavon.
About these Easter eggs that they've been laying. What you gonna do about that?
Why you had to? Why?
What you gonna do about them Easter eggs? You want to talk about Jackson State? Let's change the subject.
Hold on, let me get myself okay.
You want to come over here and talk about Jackson State?
Hey, why you laughing, Doc? Man, it ain't funny, Doc. That is not funny, Doc.
Look,
Hey, man, y'all,
what is Southern doing with the recruiting, and how are they gonna keep from laying all these eggs?
Hey, we ain't laying eggs. For starters, we ain't laying eggs. When the season roll around, you gonna know. When the season roll around, you gonna know.
Know now what is going on in Southern. They losing. They got people going in the portal. See, that's the reason why.
The portal take it. Just like you said, the portal take it and the portal give.
It seemed like it's just been taken from y'all.
Oh, trust me, we fine. Be smooth.
Coach Green, that's the problem. Instead of letting us know what Southern got going on, you over here in Jackson State business. Tell us about Southern.
Hey, look, when y'all talk about it, it's everybody's business. When y'all bring it up, it's everybody's business.
Tell us about Southern. Tell us, we interested. What's going on with the quarterback?
Just know, I'm gonna say this. Just know, when we play, we winning.
You winning.
Just know that.
You talking about September the 9th?
We winning.
I'll be down there.
We winning.
I'll be there. I'll be down there for the match.
I know this ain't no Southern fan over here.
We winning.
Lord.
That's all you gotta worry about. We winning.
We'll see.
Okay, we have somebody else who wants to bring something. Man. This is Adonis Hamlin. Go ahead. Speak your piece.
Oh no, I just wanted to chime in on the last combo. That's about it.
Are you a Southern fan? Can you say your name?
Nah,
you gotta turn your background down.
Yeah, you don't need your background down.
Oh, my fault. I'm from Camp, Mississippi. Basically, I grew up right down the street from Jackson State, so not a fan. I mean, that's what I know, but I'm not a JSU fan type of stuff. But Coach Green kind of right though about what he was saying.
Oh, so you're a Coach Prime fan?
No, I'm not a Coach Prime fan either. Like I said, I'm from Kent, Mississippi. That's probably 10 minutes down the road. So I'm just a fan of Mississippi athletics all over.
But not Jackson State.
No, Jackson State too. I have no problem with no Mississippi.
That means he loves Russ College too. I appreciate it, dog.
My point. I didn't say that the girls couldn't go to Colorado. And I think you guys are misinterpreting my point. My point was their visit was used as a photo op by people that they probably didn't even know was recording them, didn't even know what was going on. They were used. You can play it how you want to play it, say whatever you want to say. But at the end of the day, they were used. That's the only thing that I said.
All right, can I say something right quick? Because
no, you're not talking no more about that. You need to be talking about Southern.
Yes, ma'am.
I want to hear about Southern.
I mean, they teach you that
what's gonna happen.
When you
I told you what's gonna happen.
Field, they teach you that growing up that you don't know who watching you. So I mean, they probably did know that it was cameras watching them. You never know. I'm just saying, you never know because they teach you that. They teach you. You never know who is watching you, literally. If you get what I'm saying.
Okay, so who do you think's gonna win the SWAC West this year?
I would say Jackson State. I mean, you don't
know the difference between SWAC East and SWAC West.
We'll say
Southern.
Are you sure you're from Canton?
I wouldn't even say Southern. Oh, I'm 100% from Canton. I'm a Hamlin, Hamlin, born and raised. Before they took the hospital out of Canton.
All right, I needed to wow. Y'all are getting it in today. I do have an announcement to make. Let me see. I'm going to make this announcement, and we're not going to necessarily I wish that Coach Green would tell us something. All he keeps on saying is watch and see.
That's the best thing, because preseason don't mean nothing until you step on the field.
Man, bye.
Come on, think about it. Think about it. Everybody could talk. Like I could talk right now and say, "Hey, we gonna beat Jackson."
You just said you was gonna win, but you ain't telling me how.
But I'm just we got a QB battle.
What's his name?
Shoot, Blood. We got Bowden, and our freshmen Harold Blood and Noah Bowden, and then you got our freshmen that's not on yard yet.
Y'all gonna lose. I'm sorry.
All right, so this is just an announcement that I received. So this is person said their name is Cash Mallory, and they're blessed to receive an offer. So this particular person does not have an offer from Jackson State University.
It's an offer, but
speaking, I know that young lady that y'all just signed too.
I have on good authority that this is a fake offer.
It's a fake offer?
Yes, on good authority. That is fake.
Oh, that young lady outside, I know her. I watched her for a long time play down this way. So y'all got y'all a good one right there.
Yeah, I would never talk about any Jackson State student in a nefarious way. That's all it was. They're using JSU for clout, just like they're using these HBCUs for clout. Lord, don't let them be having a documentary. God, I pray there's no documentary. Please do not be a documentary. We do not want to be in behind you once again. Please.
It's gonna be a documentary. I'm gonna tell you just like that. He gonna have somebody. It's a documentary.
I don't want to do no documentary.
Why not?
Hey,
that would be the smartest thing. Jackson ain't had that was the best season in the last 20 years.
Y'all gotta get off of here. That's enough. We have a documentary coming by Under Armour. We don't need. That would be the smartest thing. Smartest thing for who? We can do
for Jackson, honestly.
All publicity is good publicity.
Yes, it is.
Yes, Amasa. You just done told us that the HBCUs that the administration need to get it together. We shows do love that you came down here to our camp. So yes, sir. You talked about money and stuff, but now y'all are over here at a $42 million.
Hey, I look at the big picture on that with him going to PV.
Yes, sir.
PB gonna have all them 9th and 10th graders at 9th through 12th graders on their yard. That means they get to see the whole facility, and it opened their mind.
They can see the facility without this person being there, and they're 9th graders. What are they doing?
Come on, but you gotta think about it.
Flag football,
even though look,
7-on-7.
Even though you got your feelings about Prime, at the end of the day,
I'm all about facts. There are no feelings.
No, you got your feel. No, you feel a certain way about what he did.
Well,
so
I mean,
but the big picture is his name still ring bells, and his name bring more people to the campus.
Jackson State's name's ringing more bells than Colorado.
You can't say that though. You can't say that. I can't sit here and let you say that because the numbers speak for itself. The same way when he was here, I'm not even a Prime fan. I never watched Prime, but the same way he was here when he was in Jackson, the numbers was up.
Ice is colder.
No, I can't. I'm not one of those guys that I don't do that.
He's not saying that.
You guys don't have any data to support your thoughts, though, and I can pull up
Do
data for us.
you got data?
Absolutely, that's all I do.
Y'all ask the wrong person if she got facts and data. Y'all know. You watch the show on Saturday night with me, with us. You know she gonna pull data and facts out of her ass, y'all.
I want her to pull it out. Hey, I don't care. I want her to pull it out.
Hey, let's talk about the punter that we got from Delaware State, man. Because Matt Knoll is a dog when it comes to the kicking game, the punting game, man. Two-time All-American, FCS All-American from Delaware State.
I mean, I don't even know how Southern is gonna they getting cooked, fried. Y'all gonna have fried eggs.
All right, now we gave y'all scared of SWAC championship. Don't act like
you gave us.
Yes. When Bubba came in, Bubba pretty much exposed y'all weakness, and North Carolina Central used it. But y'all had a scare. If we put Bubba in a little bit early, it'd have been a different game.
If we're fifth, we'd all have a drink. If we're fifth, we'd all have a drink. Right?
I'm gonna tell you just like this: you put Bubba in that game early in the second quarter when y'all was getting y'all head beat in, bro. It probably would be a different game. It would have been more exciting, but you know,
it would have been more exciting. We would never have won.
Lies. And
since,
you know it.
Since you know so much, why are you not working on the Southern football team, giving them all this advice? Because they don't have they're just.
We're gonna be fine. There. Just know it. We're gonna be fine. In Dooley we trust. In Dooley we trust.
Oh, boy, Coach Green, y'all gonna make me choke on my damn cigar out here.
Come on now. Hey, don't act like y'all ain't in the same boat as us. Hey, y'all ain't no sure thing about y'all either. I watched that spring game.
And you saw a dominant defense. So what are we talking about here? A dominant
defense. Hey, I saw Jason
about?
shaky.
You didn't see nothing shaky. You saw him
Jason shaky.
You saw him going against a dominant defense.
I saw Jason shaky. Y'all, if y'all smart, y'all go with Sunshine. Y'all better go with Sunshine because he looked the best.
That's another problem. Once again, you focused on Jackson State and not on Southern. And all you saying is we gonna get better. We want to know how. The same way you can read down Jason Brown, let's read about your quarterback. What about your quarterback? Tell us how what is your quarterback? What is Noah doing?
Noah, he still, he's looking good. He's looking good. Just know it. Blood looking good.
Noah do got a lot. I'm gonna tell you like this: Noah do have a live arm, but I just feel like
live arm
control.
That's why we brought Willie Totten. Hey, you know Willie Totten is on our staff, right? We brought him there for a reason.
To lose again?
Nope.
Dooley gonna be out of here. So who your next head coach is?
Dooley.
Why y'all ain't called in no help? Do y'all need new trainers? Y'all definitely need some new strength and conditioning because y'all boys was tired in the third quarter. Y'all couldn't.
Who was tired in the third quarter and we came back?
Y'all was tired.
Y'all must was tired too because we came back in the third quarter.
We just started putting in our water boys.
Nah, stop lying. Bubble, don't lie to me. You don't. Hey, all right. I want to see the data. Show me the data. You'll be lying.
They're going to put the baby tigers out there too.
Lies, excuses.
Baby tigers was getting
lies and excuses. You making lies and excuses.
I'm gonna tell you this, Coach Green. You better go and tell Coach Richardson to come out of retirement. I know he
don't need Richardson to come out of retirement. And Dooley we trust.
Right. If only we don't know nothing about Southern. The only time we hear from Southern is when they talk about Jackson State, and that don't make sense.
When we talk about y'all, we don't talk about y'all. We only talk about y'all. We only talk about y'all when we about to play. When we about to play, that's when we talk about y'all.
Y'all was just on Jeff Lightsey's show going in. How do y'all feel? Okay, I could ask you. How do you feel? How do you feel about losing your kicker?
We got a kicker.
How do you feel about that young man who was able to
We good. We got a kicker. I like the kicker we got.
That winning field goal. And how do you feel about your fans being disrespectful, kind of being dismissive? And he kicked that winning field goal for y'all before Dooley came in.
And that was with Coach Rollins. Y'all had Coach Rollins then. He was the interim. Y'all didn't even have enough faith in him.
It was Coach Rollins. Yeah, Coach Rollins.
Y'all didn't have enough faith. Y'all didn't have enough faith in him too.
What is your answer for scoring 0 points against Texas Southern? Why y'all haven't bought in some help? Maybe Southern needs to call Jackson or Colorado and ask for some help. Why y'all haven't called y'all friends in Colorado?
Y'all still calling Colorado for help.
Well, it's 23. Well, it's 23 players from that squad that's in the portal right now from Colorado. So they gonna get some sort of offer.
I just want to know why you
let me start talking about that school up.
No, I just want him to reach out to somebody from the FBS to help them so they can learn something.
No, we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine.
Yeah. Y'all thought y'all was doing something when y'all put 86 on Florida Memorial.
Nobody, we didn't even care about that game.
What? That's all Southern was talking about. Yeah.
No, we wasn't. We was not talking about that. We did what we were supposed to do. We were supposed to do what we did.
So
y'all beat a high school JV team.
So you were supposed to lose against Jackson State, huh? You did what y'all was supposed to do. Y'all did what y'all was supposed to do.
We got to the SWAC championship.
Not once, but twice. Y'all did.
We got to the SWAC championship, and we're gonna see y'all again. It's gonna be a different story.
So if Southern trainer,
just like you sitting there talking about our quarterback, y'all quarterback ain't too show either now.
Ooh, that's right. So Coach Green, so if some of the Southern trainers came to Jackson State to learn how we do things, and so that they learn so much at JSU, are you gonna keep that trainer if they come to Jackson State for a week?
Because at the end of the day, they students, right? They students, right?
So you need to send your whole coaching staff over there so they can learn how to win to Jackson State.
Oh, we won. We got to the SWAC championship. We won. We just didn't beat y'all. We won.
Y'all won what?
We got to the SWAC championship. So that means we won enough games to get to the SWAC championship.
Y'all didn't win.
So, and look, and that was Dooley first year. SWAC championship.
Y'all backdoored into the SWAC championship.
It don't matter how we got there. We got there. It don't matter how you get there. It's all about did you get there?
So you
come on now.
Don't be all on my stream scouting what we got over here. You need to mind your business, because now I see what it is. You from Southern, so you over here trying to scout what we got instead of talking about what you got.
Oh, we got plenty.
You ain't got, not if you over here, you would be talking about it. So let me say,
I just came over here to visit.
Thank you so much for supporting me, Coach Green. Thank you so much. This is Jaden Bossy, fast wide receiver ATH. What you gonna do about that?
He might not even see the field.
Are you gonna see the field? The only field y'all are gonna see is that green turf in your helmet when you get muffed on the ground. Tristan Allen, ooh, that defensive line, boy. One lead, one replace.
Boo.
We just had Humphrey get into the portal yesterday.
Boo.
And we've replaced him already with Tristan Allen. Defensive line, 6'4", 243 pounds.
How would you feel if Humphrey wound up at Southern? What would you gonna say then?
Listen, we already know that Jason Brown was scheduled to go to Southern on January 6th, and he made a detour on January 4th and went to Jackson State and committed right away. I know Southern is feeling salty about that.
We dodged the bullet after watching them in the spring game.
It's funny how you're throwing so much hate on Jason Brown when y'all was bragging when you thought you was gonna get him, but
after watching him in spring, we dodged the bullet.
Made you look.
Dodge the bullet.
Are you booing or are you mooing, Coach Green? Are you booing or are you mooing?
Booing.
Bryce Owens, middle linebacker, 6'0", 228 pounds.
Might not even see the field.
you worried about who's seeing the field, and you don't even know what you got over there. Don't make me pull up. I'll pull up Southern's roster, and I will pull your card from player to player.
Ain't nobody can pull my card. Nobody can pull my card. I only can pull my card.
I bet you if I look at Noah Bowden, I bet you if I look at his completion percentage, you don't be over there talking. Jackson State is going against.
You talking about his completion percentage when he was at Grambling?
Grambling that went 3-8.
Shoot, he didn't play to the last few games. He didn't even play that many games. That's why he had a red. That's why he was able to redshirt.
All right.
He didn't play over 5 games.
They did him dirty down there too.
Sebastian St
Louis. They did.
Boy. See, this is one thing that we didn't see. We saw a little bit spurts of the last regime utilizing tight ends.
All I'm gonna say is he better show me, because last name from is about to show me state, so he better show me something.
Tight end, 6'5", and he's graduating from high school, so you know what that means. He's gonna be.
He better show me something.
He's gonna be every bit of 6'6".
St. Louis better show me something.
217 pounds. That's our tight
end. He might not even see the field.
You worried about the wrong thing, Matt. No.
Now he might see the field. Now your punter gonna see the field. So y'all need a punter. Y'all ain't had no punter.
What?
Y'all finally got a punter.
I say this, Sam Johnson wasn't. I mean, even though he came from Alabama, he really wasn't all that cracked up to be last season. But
y'all finally got one.
Matt Knoll, with this man right here. I'm gonna say it like this: this man right here, when he was at Delaware State, he kicked the 80-yard punt.
That's why I say y'all finally got a punter.
Inside the 5-yard line, and
that's why I say y'all finally got a punter.
Okay, let's look at Ascot Dooley. Now you don't got
the best dressed coach in the sweat.
Is that what they?
We'll get him that. We'll get him that.
Dang, you can't even give the head football athletic trainer a picture. You over here worried about our athletic trainer and our students, and your trainer don't even got a picture. Did they just
worry about you mad because the student went to Colorado?
Did you bring him in? Is that a new athletic trainer? Is that why they don't have a picture?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So you had to bring in a new athletic trainer because your kids was tired. They couldn't play all the way through.
Athletic. Look here. Strength and conditioning. Strength trainer and athletic trainer are two different things. Athletic trainer have nothing to do with strength and conditioning.
Okay. So it looks like
strength and conditioning don't have nothing to do with athletic training. They are two different. They operated two differently.
You don't got a strength and conditioning trainer either.
We do have a strength coach.
What's his name? He ain't on the website. You still got Isaiah Taylor at wide receiver?
Yep.
Y'all need to update this. That's probably why you don't have it up.
Yeah, y'all didn't update yours.
Ours is updated. We just don't have.
So y'all got everybody that y'all brought in.
Is updated. Our whole roster is updated, sir.
Shoot.
Right.
We'll post our roster when we're ready.
Dumas is gone.
Okay. We still got other defensive linemen.
Like who? Name one.
You wait and see. You gonna wait and see.
See, this is bad when the person that represents Southern don't even know.
I do know. I just don't have to.
Gone. Peterson is gone.
Look at number 5. Number 5 is over here with us. Number 5.
Okay.
Joshua Short.
I haven't heard much from him. I haven't heard a whole lot.
You've been listening.
Did he even play in the spring game?
Look.
Did he even play the spring game?
Look. He did. He did.
What, special teams?
Let's see. Josiah Greathouse. I never even heard of him. Bashawn McCray.
You did hear him.
Wait, didn't Bashawn, isn't he back in the portal or he gone again? Or how many years does he get the eligibility? He got 8 years.
He's in the portal. He's not with us no more. He's no longer part of our program.
He got 3 years left. He got 3 years left.
3 years.
He got 2.
COVID.
He got 2, not 3.
Oh
2.
yeah, because he played last season. He played in JUCO, so he played over at Hines. So basically, he got 2 years left in his thing. So whoever,
you see him. You clicked on the right one. You clicked on the right one.
Gonna be no quarterback.
Why would I need to see him? He had 5 touchdowns, 18 career receiving yards, finished with 476 passing yards. Why would I need to see this young man?
That's all with Grambling.
He had minus rushing yards against Virginia Lynchburg, so we ain't gonna talk about too much.
That was like he even had that many snaps with Sutter. It wasn't that many snaps.
Well, look, the Virginia Lynchburg, he was 3 for 4, so he was at 75% passing. That was good.
Lynchburg, I'm not even counting that. That's Lynchburg.
That was practice, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's all it was. Lynchburg was practice.
So why are you over here talking mess about our spring game? That was practice. In the words of Allen Iverson. Is it Allen Iverson that said practice? You talking about practice? Like, it's okay.
All I know is Jason Brown looks shaky. That's all I'm saying. Jason Brown looks shaky.
And I'm just going to make a public service announcement. This is so how engulfed I am in just Jackson State. I know probably about 5 names on Southern's roster. I don't know none of these young men. I am so sorry. I wouldn't know a thing.
Don't act like you don't know Washington. Don't act like you don't know Washington.
And obviously, I'm asking Coach Green to help me out, and he can't help me out either. Uh-oh!
Because I ain't gonna give out. I'm not giving out all our secrets. I'm not giving out. I ain't gonna give you no secrets on here. There's too many Jackson.
I would say stand by, but they coming in too fast.
Jesus.
I would say stand by, but they coming in too fast. Okay, TC Taylor, talk your mess. Coach Green ain't like that. He hung up the phone. Oh Lord.
Probably might get some word on the street. Might get some players from Liberty coming in.
So we're standing by. I'm gonna I think I wasn't supposed to be on this line this long, but since he just announced that he would say stand by, but they coming in too fast, that means that we're probably gonna have an announcement here. I'm thinking in the next 5 to 10 minutes. That's what that usually means. Whenever he says stand by, that means that they're coming in soon. So what that means is we're going to stay on here for a little bit longer to see. Boy, Miss Whitley, did you call it out? Is it the running back from Liberty? Who could it be? Y'all drop it in the chat who y'all think it is or what position you think they play. Baby, we about to break the internet tonight. He says stand by. So that just silenced everything that we was arguing back and forth about for the last 20 minutes. It was all fun and games, all love to Southern. One of my biggest supporters, Mr. Moore, he's always on my channel. So, but we are now in standby mode. And he said, I would say standby, but they coming in too fast. Lord, I don't know who it is. I'm thinking it's me personally. I think it's a running back. The running back from Snow. So the running back from Snow, if I remember right, he committed to Jacksonville. Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
I think we got what Coach TC say, Coach Moses. Basketball player just got. Oh, whoa! Breaking news! Breaking news! Thank you, Blue Bloods. Thank you. Breaking news, Jackson State University. I'm getting ready to pull it up. This is a huge get. A huge get. I mean, it's good. It's big. All right, y'all. Drum roll, please. Let's see. I don't see it on here. I don't want to put it up here until I see it for myself. I'm going to see. I'm going to wait till the picture comes out.
You get on the Twitter. I'm on my laptop right now. See what's up on Twitter.
Yeah, I don't want to say nothing right now, but Jackson State needed a point guard for So, breaking news. Thank you, Blue. And this is verified so that I can actually announce it. I didn't want to announce it without that. So this is Jeff Goodman. He is the basketball analyst. So he's basically going to be able to give us the biggest news. Jackson State coach Mo Williams just landed Ole Miss transfer Deshaun Ruffin. Averaged 9.5 points last season in the SEC. This is a hell of a get for Mo. So for those of you that don't know Deshaun Ruffin, isn't he homegrown? I want to say he's from Jackson, Mississippi. So Deshaun Ruffin is a 4-star prospect, and he's 5'9" and 160 pounds, and he graduated from Callaway High School out of Jackson, Mississippi. Wow. That's huge for Jackson State to be able to get a 4-star basketball prospect.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the standby news?
That's it, standby for Coach Mo.
Is it a standby? Is it a standby?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Uh-oh. Hang on just a second. It looks like we got some more breaking news. So we got a 4-star. Let's go ahead and look at some of his film. Let me see if I can pull some of his film up. This is high school film. I need to pull up some Ole Miss film. Let me see if I can find it.
He might not have played as much at Ole Miss, though. That's the reason why he might not have it right now.
Did you just see what they said? He had a average of 9 points per game. That's at
Ole Miss?
Yeah. Point guard. Let's see. It says diminutive stature, but has great strength and quickness, can get shot when he wants. Calling card is pull-up jumper. Also dangerous long-range shooter, which is something that Jackson State needed, a consistent long-range shooter. Handles at a high level and can distribute. Will rebound position, can be disruptive on defense as a steals guy. And then it looks like there's multiple people that have entered the NCAA transfer portal from Ole Miss. He's joining a handful of Ole Miss teammates to do so. In this past season, Ruffin appeared in 11 games, making 2 starts. He missed the earlier part of the season due to a knee bruise he suffered in his team's preseason game with West Georgia. So Deshaun is a McDonald's All-American. So huge get for Coach Mo. So everybody, if you have access to, of course, Twitter, I don't even know if Coach Mo has a saying. So he gonna have to just take the rest of it, which is guard the yard, because I don't really know if he has a saying. Anybody know if the basketball team has a saying? I don't know. I'm gonna just put guard the yard.
I'm looking at this. Chris Ballard, he got offered today. No, he got offered this past week. He's in the transfer portal, JUCO product, hybrid.
So is that the breaking news? Is that the breaking news? Mm-hmm. So JSU women's basketball and men's basketball gets an SEC transfer. Yes, and I don't think people realize what a huge get that is for an FCS team and an HBCU to be able to do that. That's huge. And I don't think that's it either, just to let you know. I think that there's might be an actual a football recruit, because Coach O retweeted it with some sirens. So I think that something else is about to drop into this. I think something else is about to drop. Yeah, Mario, we did talk about we talked about Maya Pratcher for Coach Reed. So we did talk about that. So basically, I'm guessing that Jackson State is just flirting with a whole bunch of stuff tonight, because I'm pretty sure Coach O is not talking about basketball. It says Beard is bringing over players from Texas. Yeah. Who is Beard? Beard who?
Chris Beard. Chris Beard, who was the University of Texas head coach. He got in trouble earlier for domestic violence. So they let him go. And so yeah, that's who Chris Beard
Austin
is.
In the house. Austin, stop playing with us. Austin, is something about to drop? You giving us eyes and stuff. Are we supposed to stay on here a little bit longer? College basketball is becoming like the NBA. Players are defecting to create super teams in the FBS ranks, not necessarily in FCS, though. I don't know. Based off the NCAA tournament, I don't know. Y'all go ahead and drop y'all eyes in the chat. We waiting on Coach TC Taylor to see, that's my thing. Jackson State stay trending. Good Lord. We don't need, that's why I was trying to explain to the rest of these illustrious HBCUs. You do not need certain people to trend. We trend 2 to 3 times a week and twice on Sundays. I promise you. You do not need. You don't need it. It's not needed. Oh my gosh. Uh-oh. It says, here we go. Oh God. I'm scared. I don't know who it is. Who is it? Y'all comment in the chat who you think it is. Who do y'all think it is? Drop them eyes. TC got some heat coming. Not tonight, but tomorrow might be a different story. Man, stop playing. Are you sure it's not tonight? Because we can get up off of here if it's not tonight. I don't know. I think it's coming tonight. Because why would they build up all this momentum just to not say nothing? The number one recruit in the portal. Who's the number one recruit? The defensive lineman from Georgia? Two recruits from Florida and UGA. I mean, look, if it's
Georgia.
Listen, if it's Dro Lewis from Liberty, if you're just now coming to the chat, so there's breaking news. It's a secret. We don't know, but there's a big time recruit. And Coach TC Taylor said, I would say stand by, but they coming too fast. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up Shedro's information and we're going to watch his stuff again, because when I tell you, when I looked at it, I was like, oh my goodness, if we can get Shedro, I looked at both of them, but after I looked up at Dro, they were both monsters. So let's go ahead and go over this. This is Shedro Lewis. He is a grad transfer from Liberty University. Let's go ahead and take a look at his stats or his film. Let me see. Wiggins is big too. Both running back and offensive line from Liberty. Man, this is Shedro Lewis right here. Man, bye. Ooh, you see how he walked that line? He walked that line for extra 10 to 15 yards. Well, I was thinking Wiggins was an automatic. I'm not trying to be funny, but I thought Wiggins was automatic. And look at Mr. Campbell being funny, Arch Manning. If only FAMU was excited about the 5-star they just got as much as Jackson State is excited about all of our recruits. Life would be better on the, what is it, the 7 Hills?
The highest of 7 Hills.
Yeah. If TC gets Barrick Alexander, it'll truly be his Travis Hunter moment, and TC instantly becomes a hot commodity for his recruiting skills. It would be nothing short of a miracle. Never argue with a fool. You will stoop. Yeah, I can agree with that. Yeah, you see him, Blue. He's over there playing. Boy, Shedro is not playing no games. The reason why I think that Coach Maurice Harris getting any of his recruits from, or any commits from Liberty, is because they know how to run that offense that he runs. So they already know the scheme out the gate. And then like that offensive lineman, he knows how to run block. Whereas previously, which is a reason why you saw a lot of offensive line turnover, is because they don't know how to run block effectively. FAMU is super excited, but we are used to having shine. Nothing new for FAMU. The only thing I saw FAMU doing was posting in Roughing the Swag and saying, ha, we got him, and that's it. I'm going to remind, I have to remind Mr. Campbell and the rest of the SWAC, regardless of the fact that we did lose the Super Celebration Bowl, let's remind them of what Jackson State is. Now, what do Mr. Campbell got to say about that? So, was Austin serious, or you think he was playing?
We got another recruit, Fabian McCray.
We do have a recruit.
Yeah, Fabian McCray.
Where is it at?
It's on Twitter. Let's see what's Fabian McCray is from Northern Illinois University. Wide receiver.
Boom. These folks be at Jackson State on the low. I don't know if anybody noticed that these recruits they've already taken pictures. They already have all of their graphics ready. New beginnings. Boom. Breaking news. We have Fabian McCray. Let's pull up his stats. So he has 2 years of eligibility. And let's see if I can find. So he's been at Northern Illinois. Is that where? Oh, I thought that was where Dallas Daniels was from, but I guess he was from.
Dallas Daniels from Western Illinois, with Western Illinois. Nope, but certain position coach was at Northern Illinois.
Oh, Coach Hammock, wasn't it?
Yep.
Was Coach Hammock?
Coach J.O.
Oh, Coach J.O.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
It's somebody.
It's Coach Hammock. It's Coach Hammock's brother. Coach Hammock's brother is Thomas Hammock.
At Northern Illinois. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Thomas Hammock. Let's see if I can find some stats on him. Does he even have a huddle? He just went into the portal and immediately got picked up. I don't even see anything on there, but what I do know is that Thomas Hammock is the brother of. Remember we did our show?
Yeah.
So once again, this is about coaching trees. This is about extension, utilizing what types of relationships that you have. I'm willing to bet that it possibly had to do with that. I'm going to pull it up. It says we have 2 coaches that came from Northern Illinois. So I know that Coach Hammock, which is our linebackers coach, he's from there. Fabian was a 3-star. So we can pull him up. Sorry, y'all. When y'all just drop it in my lap like that, it's like, dang, what? All right, here's his information for and it does say that he still has a 3-star composite. So this is a 3-star wide receiver. He's 6'1" and 177 pounds. And what class is he? He's class of 2019. He had offers from Northern Illinois, Ball State, Central Michigan, Cincinnati. Are these all the offers? Oh, these are the interests. So he signed with Northern Illinois in 2018. So he's as far as like his stats. Let's see if we can look up his stats. So his shuttle, he runs a 4.52 seconds, and his vertical is 25.9 inches. I wonder if he's gained weight because they don't usually update it. Does anybody see any film on him? I don't see any film, but he's a 3-star wide receiver. And once again, Coach Hammock is the brother of, or Thomas Hammock is Coach Hammock's brother. So there's a link there. Just sent you his stats. Oh, okay, thank you. Let me go ahead and look at his stats. So it looks like he played. Let me look at it. It doesn't look like he got any touchdowns. In 2022, he had 170 yards, 13 receptions. His longest reception was 33 yards. And he played in, I'm guessing, 12 games. Dallas Daniels 2.0. McCray will come to compete with the room for playing time.
Mm-hmm.
So, from what I see, maybe in Northern Illinois, kind of like Dallas Daniels, where you have somebody that just needs an adjustment, needs to play somewhere else to get, I guess, playing time. But he's a 3-star. Let's look at who we have on our roster right now at the wide receiver room, okay?
Right.
Have y'all seen some of Antonio Gaddon's film? Whew.
And talking about Antonio Gayton.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
That's straight speed right there.
Not just speed, he got handles. He was catching it with one hand. Let's look at the wide receiver room. See what we got with these with the current wide receiver roster. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, our wide receiver room is like that. So we have, of course, Rico Powers out of South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Trevante Rucker, and Trevante is a 4-star. Did you guys know that? They keep on saying that we lost players, but he's a 4-star. Rico Powers is a 3-star. Here you go. Let me show y'all. Here he is right here. Trevante Rucker. And he's probably 6 foot by now. Possibly. He's at 5'11 and a half when he was in 2021. So he might be 6 foot now. But anyway, that's a 4-star right there. Then you got Fabian McCray. That's a 3-star. Rico Powers, was he a 4-star or a 3-star?
I think Rico was a 3-star.
Rico Powers was a 4-star.
Yeah, but I think that's coming out of high school. But when he moved over to Jackson, they bumped him down to a 3-star.
It doesn't actually have his it still has him as a 247 sports composite of a
4-star. Okay.
Yeah. Maybe you're right. It still has him as a 4-star. So that's how many 4-stars is that? Rico, Trevante, Fabian is a 3-star. All right, let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it rolling on the stars. Then we gotta get ready to get off. I think Ken's getting ready to go on, and I'm not supposed to be on here this long. Seven McGee is next. Seven McGee. We all know Mr. Seven McGee. He is listed as a running back, but they got him out in the wide receiver room here. And what is he listed as? Well, what do you know? He's a 4-star too. Damn. Where we get all these 4 stars from? Y'all over here talking mess about Jackson State ain't got nobody. I just named 3 4 stars and the other was 3 stars. Like what? So many stars. That wide receiver room is out. Then we have Antonio Gaden, who is a dog. And he's from Pearl River Community College.
Mm-hmm.
I just tried to look him up on 247 Sports, but maybe I'm spelling his name wrong. He didn't come up. Let me go to the next one. But when I looked at his film, he has speed. He's fast. Like, it's a really huge get right there. Isaiah Spencer, that's the one from Madison, right? Isn't it?
Madison Central.
Yeah, that was one of our big recruits. What stars is he? He's a 3-star. JSU has a couple of 4 stars actually. So we actually named, like, just in the last 4 minutes, we named like 4. Rico Powers is a 4-star. 7 McGee is a 4-star. Trevante Rucker composite was a 4-star. Isaiah Spencer is a 3-star. And we could just go on and on, but we got Brandon Johnson, Mike Williams out of Natchez, Mississippi. If I remember correctly, Mike Williams is a 3-star too, huh? Do you know?
Was that Mike Williams?
Mike Williams, he was actually recruited, by the coach that decided to leave.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name? Coach Fleming. Coach Fleming.
Yeah.
Yep. Another 3-star. So anyway, I think my point is Isaiah Kendall too. I think my point pretty much is that we just have a whole bunch of 3 and 4 stars on our roster, more than a lot of FCS teams. This is Isaiah Kendall. He's a 3-star too.
Right.
He had offers from Florida Atlantic, Central Arkansas, Arkansas State, and Air Force, and he committed to the Jackson State University. Mr. Sanders, I'm just focusing on the wide receiver room today. And they thinking that we not going to rock the SWAC. Eric Simmons, Kobe Paul, David Studstill, Isaiah Kendall, Tayari Sherwood, Kerry Conley Jr., Andre Hunt, Jonas Fortillion.
Mm-hmm.
So now that's the wide receiver that sometimes he gets mistaken for Shane Hooks. But did y'all know that he was a 3-star as well? Did y'all know that? So I'm not for certain on Javarius Jenkins' status. Did Big Boosie hit the portal? He did. And we received a defensive lineman commit today. Yeah, on the defensive side, of course, we have 4-star Antonio Doyle, Philip Webb, Tristan Sion, and that's on the defensive side. Andre Hunt, 247 Sports. So basically what I'm saying is all the stars are gone. You guys don't have any stars anymore. What? Who said that? Oh, no, that's not it. That's not the one. That's not the right Andre Hunt. Well, I don't see Andre Hunt on here. Oh, here he is right here. So anyway, what do you guys think? I think we're still going to be on standby, but for me, so many 3 stars, it's crazy. And that's what is so, when people keep talking about, and that's not even just, that's just on the wide receiver line. I hope you guys don't think that, that's it. Like, our offensive line as well is still stacked. I don't know if you know this. Evan Henry is a 3-star. So we have stars everywhere on the whole team. So when they were talking about, you guys aren't going to have any more stars at the game, we have them full. Campbell had stars too. It doesn't mean nothing. You're right. Having stars doesn't mean anything, but having stars that were dominant in the previous season, and we've had 2 seasons where we were completely dominant, and a lot of the players are still on that team, that means that we're adding to what we have. I don't think Campbell's a good example, really. We need a lot of 4 and 5 stars, especially the 5s, but the 3s are good too. So I'm just going to make this clear about having 5 stars. Jackson State is the only, with the exception now of FAMU, is that correct? Right? Well, Jackson State is the only FCS school in the history of when it became FCS of getting a 5-star straight out of high school. 5 stars are very rare. There's no team in the FCS that has gotten a 5-star out of high school. Now, getting them after like they transfer, yes, but no, the right fit is more important than the stars, but the stars speak to the level of talent, because when we talk about stars, there's a reason why these people are, or these student athletes are marked. It means that they have the measurables, they have the way that they are playing at the high school level. They're basically, what the stars are saying is this specific player is playing at high enough a level on the high school level that if you recruit him, what?
Coach Beef is on Ken Clark right now.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, everybody, we're going to go ahead and end because we were 2 hours later. And I will see y'all on Sunday if we have any more breaking news. Y'all, everybody go over to Ken Clark. Thank you all for coming to tomorrow. Oh, yeah. Go ahead and announce tomorrow night.
Yeah, we got tomorrow night. SheLovesThee, as always, Saturday Night Live.
Saturday Night Live. Yeah, we'll be recapping. What are we going to be talking about on our show?
We're going to be recapping.
You got a whole bunch of spring games tomorrow, so we'll be talking about them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
Grambling
also,
is the main one.
Why are we talking about Grambling?
Because their spring game is tomorrow.
Oh, okay. I think their spring game is tomorrow, and it'll be seen on Urban Edge Network. Thank you all for tuning in. Quickly, just to make an announcement, I should have done it earlier, but anyway, if you'd like to make a donation to the channel, all that information is at the bottom ticker. Y'all go support Ken Clark and the 1400 Club. I want to go over there too, because we need to know what's going on, what's happening with this camp. So everybody head on over to Ken Clark, and thank you all for tuning into my show. And thank you, Doc, for coming on and hosting with me. All right. I'm going to play my, of course, Jackson State music on the way out.